Delegates, members, and Holstein enthusiasts, as I'm finishing my first year of my 2-year term as your president, I'd like to reflect on areas of pride and one challenge for our Holstein team. But before I talk about specific programs, I think it's appropriate to pause and recognize the financial health of our organization. Near the beginning of each board meeting and in each monthly report sent to the board member by CEO Meyer, our board gets updated financials. The board has ample opportunity to ask questions and make comments. Additionally, Director Tony Bride chairs our audit committee, which also provides important oversight. Oftentimes, I comment to the board on how fortunate we are to have CEO Meyer and CFO Kazan as our financial stewards, keeping our organization financially healthy so we can focus on other important missions of our association. A lot of us board members got elected because we're passionate about the Holstein cow and the Holstein breed and the membership, and it's important that we don't have to spend half or three-quarters of our meeting dealing with trying to become financially healthy. So thank you to CEO Meyer and CFO Kazan for your keen financial acumen. I recently wrote an article in the Holstein Pulse about our junior programs and how fortunate we are to have such strong junior members that can take advantage of these opportunities. In February of this year, almost 50 young dairy leaders graduated from Class 12 of the YDLI program. Vice President Burkett and I are fortunate to serve on the Holstein Foundation Board. So you'll notice on the screen there the class that just graduated, and again, that would be Class 12, tracing all the way back to 1994. On the screen, you'll see the Holstein Foundation Board, and Vice President Burkett and I are privileged to serve on this group, and they're passionate about providing opportunities for growth for young people in our dairy industry. Also, there's a lot of other programs that our youth can take advantage of: showing, Dairy Bowl Jeopardy, Dairy Jeopardy, speech contests, DJM programs, the list goes on and on. My wife Alicia and I have the opportunity to travel internationally. This November we hope to travel to France, and I can tell you that really no other international breed association has as robust of programs that we can say we have for our juniors. We're very, very proud of that. Holstein USA recently released a study, 1 Million Reasons Why Confirmation Matters. Dr. Jeff Bewley and his colleagues put together this study, and Dr. Bewley has become a highly sought-after speaker in our industry. It probably comes as no surprise to the people in this room that cows with higher scores stay in our herd longer and make more lifetime milk. Speaking of Dr. Bewley, our Holstein board had the opportunity to tour the Western Kentucky University Holstein Smart Lab last fall that Dr. Bewley heads up. The Holstein Association is able to help evaluate new technologies and be the go-to leader in the industry as an expert in these new technologies. The future possibilities by being a player in this arena are exciting, and we're going to get the opportunity to hear some exciting updates from Dr. Bewley a little bit later on. ATA, or Agritech Analytics, is the Holstein Association's Dairy Records Processing Center, and it's another source of pride for me. When I was first elected board way back in 2009, there were some tough conversations, and we got some tough reports on some less than stellar financial results at the beginning of our journey with ATA, and I'm sure people in this room probably can remember back then. The core function of those records processing and data crunching seemed like a natural fit with the association, and we recognize that, but now we can report the ATA is on sound footing, processing around 1 million cows a month. There was not one, but 2 new lifetime milk production records in the past year. Chromeview Charles 3044 made a record of 478,000 pounds of milk, 14,400 pounds of fat, and 12,500 pounds of protein. And that was announced in February. Just a few short months later, Norbert Colby County made a record of 486,000 pounds of milk, a whopping 27,000 pounds of fat, and 17,737 pounds of protein. And these impressive solid productions were what really personally get me excited. And we've made a lot of progress in the Holstein breed over the past 10 to 15 years, but that solids production really helps us spread out the maintenance costs in our Holstein cows, and I truly believe that makes us the feed efficiency breed when cows can attain that kind of milk production. I mentioned at the start of my speech that I had a challenge for our Holstein team. The rich history of our Holstein Association started back in 1885. By necessity, we started as an organization of rules, discipline, and strict procedures. This, at times, iron-fisted culture was necessary to maintain the integrity of our breed and records. This foundation paved the way for progress. It's my hope that the customer of the future is going to be less concerned about these rules, and more concerned about how they can use our programs, products, and services to help them make themselves more profitable. To be fair, much progress has already been made in this arena, as older members I'm sure can attest to. It's not an easy task because the rule of the customer is always right could lead to disorganization and members being treated differently by our customer service team. Nonetheless, I'm extremely proud, and I'd like to thank the team members of One Holstein Place and beyond. I'm very proud of their efforts. Their ingenuity, creativity, and imagination are on full display as they lay out their new management by objectives that the board receives each fall as they communicate what they intend to accomplish in the next year. And then we get to hear about those at subsequent board meetings. So they bring their goals for the next year, and we get to hear about them for the next 3 board meetings. So when they said they had to do something, if they don't do it, they explain why it didn't happen. It's the MBO program that CEO Moyer's come up with is excellent in my opinion. Most of all, I would like to thank CEO Moyer. John's been with us for 22 years now, and his passion, his desire, his commitment to the Holstein breed, our members, it hasn't diminished one bit. And to be honest, I find his efforts inspirational. Thank you, John. Finally, thank you to the Holstein Board of Directors. This group is passionate about the Holstein breed and takes their roles as stewards of the association seriously. Vice President Burkett, thanks for your counsel and wisdom, and I hope that I'm including you in the decision-making process as much as immediate past President Geiger did for me to help prepare you for your role as president next year. Thank you.